Carbonites Gaming.
Welcome back, Knights, to another Summoners War video with myself, TorchHealer. As you can see, we're on Poseidon's account today. We are going to be doing a summon session for both Poseidon and myself. Varad's in the summoning stones, and that's why we're doing summon sessions. When I go for Varad, I steal Poseidon's account, try and get him some interesting monsters. So hopefully this works. This is the third time now that I'm recording this video. I already cracked my beer. She's half gone. If I have to do this a couple more times, I'll probably just grab another beer. But I did summon a few scrolls for Poseidon already. Nothing overly whelming. We did get a 4-star water joker. Nothing to write home about. So let's get right into these summons. Hopefully it doesn't lag too much for me and we can just keep going. So as most of you know, if you've been watching some of our summons videos, you'll see that Poseidon's a little bit ahead of me in the Nat 5 race here. I think we've summoned him a Brandia as well as a Teshar, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Um, and then on video, we have summoned me absolutely nothing. So today we're hoping to we're looking forward to fixing that. I do believe Poseidon had about 130 summons. So we got a legendary, I think 6 um, light darks, some elemental scrolls which we're just firing through right now, and wind puree. Um, as well as I think 95 mystical scrolls, and then about 11 stone summons. And I think if we can get them in Odin, that'd be nice out of that. But let's fire through these mystical scrolls. We're just essentially looking for some fun new units for him. Anything that looks cool, I think, was what he was going for. He's got a big love for the archangels, and they do look pretty cool. As for myself, I'm looking mainly for skill ups. Like I said, Varad. I do have about 350 summons on my account. I went a little hard this month on trying to get summons, and I got pretty lucky in the shops and stuff. So we'll see where that gets me. But as long as I can catch up at least a little bit to Poseidon in our summon battles here, Awoken Naomi, I'll be pretty happy. Is that Chloe? Chloe is a great monster for beginners. If you can pull a Chloe, easy to skill up, gives immunity and an invincibility buff. It it's great. Put her on some speed, and then you can have a turn 2 team that never gets hurt as long as you're not going against any strippers. I know I still use mine. Mine's only a 5-star, and I use her quite regularly. Wind Succubus. So yeah, I know Poseidon was looking for. I don't know what he's looking for out of his light darks or anything. If he pulls another basalt, I'm going to feed it to something. Because, in case you didn't know, I think Poseidon's pulled four or five basalts, and I am yet to pull one. I pulled one on Poseidon's account a few videos ago. Uh, Soha, another great unit. She is a great stripper, especially as a 4-star. So once again, if you're looking as a beginner for a stripper, that water nine-tail fox is a great way to go. Plus she has a water crit rate lead, I think, or water attack lead, which isn't too bad to have if you're in doing some arena stuff, because there's been a lot of fire defenses set up for Lucian counters. Another lightning. Lightnings aren't that bad. The lightning rate, I should say, isn't too bad. Could be a little better, could be a little worse. I think we're running about average. Um, for those of you that don't know, average on mystical scrolls is about 1 lightning every 11. Light dark scrolls, I think, is 1 every 17. So that's not that great. Water Lich, another great unit, cannot be stunned. Oh, now that lightning's picking up. There we go. What's her name? Whatever. Good for Dragon's B10. Has a brand, I do believe, on one of her skills. But yeah, so Poseidon keeps pulling basalts. I pulled a basalt for Poseidon, and if we pull another one, I'm just gonna feed it to something. I know it'll hurt everybody, but as long as it hurts Poseidon just a little bit, that makes me feel better. All right. For anybody watching, leave a comment. What was your first Nap 5 if you've pulled one? If you have not pulled one, uh, what is your dream Nat 5? Whether it's light dark or, one of the regular elements, let me know. Because mine, even though there is some really, really good light dark units, my dream Nat 5 is still that Varad, the Water Dragon. Avarice, really good unit. Anything he kills cannot be revived. So Pernas, anything with a Vanessa, the Wind Boomerang. Haven't tinkered around with the Wind Boomerangs too much. I know the Fire and the Water are great. The Dark is really good, and I know the Light Boomerang is pretty worth it. But I haven't really looked too deeply into the Wind. I've heard they're pretty good. They have their kind of niche moments as to when they're useful. Um, Aside from that, I think they're more of a skill up item, so I'm pretty sure that's what Poseidon will be using her for. Oh, we got that lag is coming back. I don't know how far behind we are here. I'll just give it a sec to catch up here. While we're taking this moment, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. You have no idea how much that helps us out. Hopefully, by the time that this catches up to where we should be, it's not too late for you. Oh my God. Well, Knights, I think I might cut this part out because this is going to get pretty boring for you pretty quick. So I'll get things sorted out and then I will be back in a moment. All right, Knights, we're back. Hopefully this gets sorted out a little bit. Um, we'll keep summoning. There's only a few more for Poseidon and then we're going to switch over to my account. Hopefully the lag stays away for us, but it's been pretty frustrating. Let's pull something nice and fun for Poseidon here. I don't think he needs a Chasoon. He might need some skill ups for a Chasoon, but I don't think he's going to be building one of those anytime soon. Ryan, not as good as his fire brother Trevor, but once again, if you can find a use for him, then he's going to be a good monster for you. What do we got here? Let's fire off these 11 summoning stones. Just looking for anything useful for Poseidon here. Oh, we've reached the max. Now let's do a bit of feeding. Keep his 4 stars just so we can let him have a gander at him. Alright, 6 more. If we get 1 lightning out of this, that would be average. I know a lot of people don't really think summoning stones are worth it, but at the end of the day, if there's a certain monster you're looking for that's going to give you a better chance of pulling it. Alright, let's go. 6 light darks, 1 legendary. If we get 1 lightning out of here, that would be way, way above average. So we're looking for, let's say, 1 lightning. I'm okay with that. All right, that light martial artist. Oh, don't have any more of those. All right, now with the light darks, I don't know. I always let the animation run out. It's going to take a little longer because of the poor functionality of my setup right now. But the Dark Elemental, not really a useful unit. Um, I haven't really found a use for it, but I'm sure in time somebody will find something for it. Ooh, Jansen. If anybody looking for that BJR5 is going to be looking for that Jansen. Not Jansen. What's his name? Might be no. Jansen's the late one, I think. Jensen. Jansen. Whatever. All right, nothing out of the LDs, kind of expected. Legendary, let's go. Get something nice and shiny. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. Well, I know Poseidon was quite jealous about the two of these that I have, so I'm sure he'll be quite pleased with his very own. Congrats again, Poseidon. That is another Nat 5 for you. Every summon session we have done for Poseidon, he has pulled a Nat 5, and it's quite annoying. But let's go lock that quick, and then we'll fire him a message letting him know that he got something useful. All right, so Knights, I'm going to quickly jump over onto my account. I'll be right back. Probably not going to notice anything, but we'll be right back with my account. All right, Knights, welcome back to my account. Uh, I know Poseidon had about 130 summons in total, and we did pull him a new Camilla. As for myself, I think, like I said, I did go a little overboard this month with trying to get summons. So I think I'm around the 350, including the summoning stones. Um, and then I could get another, I don't know, 33 more, but I think I'll hold on to those crystals for a little while and see what we can get with them. But let's start summoning. Let's just start off with a Varad here, save those summoning stones for a couple weeks from now, maybe. The good thing is, in the summoning stone rotation, I do not have any of the Nat 5s. It's a Varad, Mehao Wang, which is the Fire Monkey King, and then Odin, which is the Wind Lightning Emperor. I'm going to change channels here. What channel am I in? I don't want to be in that one. Let's try 1, 2, 3. I think this is the channel I pulled my very first Nat 5 in. Now, I don't think channel has anything to actually do with getting lightnings or anything like that, but that might have just proven me a little bit wrong. Susano, great water speed lead, quite popular in guild siege battles. Um, yeah, so for myself, I am just looking for Vrad. I am looking for skill ups. That Susano will probably go into my Garo, and then he'll be pretty set. I need some Barbaric Kings. I would really like some Barbaric Kings as some skill ups for Ajir. I do want to build an Ajir for some RTA. I might be doing some videos on RTAs and just kind of how I play my game that way. But yeah, we'll see. We'll take a gander at it, see what I can come up with. I'm hanging around C1. Not, I'll probably stay there until the end, to be honest with you, but perhaps pulling some kind of outrageously overpowered monster would help out that situation. Come on, Lupinus. I don't use her. Apparently not bad does have an attack bar reduction, so can be used in like giants, TOA, but I have a TOA team already, so I don't think I'll be using her for anything. Getting some okay lightning. Oh, that came out of nowhere with the lags, but that's okay. The Wind Rakshasa. I think her passive is pretty neat. She does have the chance to just get her own violent procs without trying too hard. Perfect. Perfect. I will take that skill up and I will run with it. All right. So 222 mystical scrolls. Now, like I said, I've been saving these up for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months, give or take. I am 3 Nat 5s behind Poseidon in our summon videos, so I really, really need to catch up. More Rakshasas. Hua, a very good unit for R5. Dragons. Ooh, lightning rates are picking up here. Another Lupinus, which is going to end up in the same place the other one will, probably. Oh my gosh. So we're getting quantity here, but I could definitely use a little better quality. All right. Sorry for any of the lag that's kicking up there. I'm trying to keep this video under, a couple hours. So I want to make sure that I'm kind of keeping a good pace with the summoning. This is probably the biggest summon session that I have ever done on my account, on Poseidon's account, on any account that I've ever summoned for. Um, I know there's other people out there that just do massive, massive summon sessions, like 1,500 scrolls or 150, 200 light dark scrolls. But as most of you know, both of Poseidon's account and my account are free to play. So to be able to hang on to a couple hundred scrolls, 300 scrolls is that's a pretty big win for a couple months, or like a month and a half, I think, is how long this one's been saving for. A fake 4-star. Oh, well, all that lightning just kind of fell off the face of the earth here for us. I'm not really pleased with that. I'm usually quite disappointed after my summon sessions, because all I ever do is pull stuff for Poseidon. All right. I forget her name. Micaiah something, maybe? Who knows? Healer. There are better healers in the game. She's has her uses, but once again, if you find a monster that you like in a certain situation, then use it. Well, that's kind of painful. Now that was Poseidon's first pull that we had for him. It was not awakened, and it's actually more rare to pull an awakened 4-star than it is to pull a natural 5-star monster. So there's probably going to be some rips in chat on that. Yeah, yeah, there we go. All right. We got space for 3 more. Now the good thing about an awakened 4-star monster is that you can use them for skill ups. And since it's already a 5-star monster, it kind of saves you on the materials that you have to use. But I'm just going to load these up into the old monster storage box, and we should be good to go here in a minute. So I started off with 220, 222 maybe, plus 16, 32, 48. So let's keep those 4-stars out to see what we're dealing with there. All right, so this isn't going as good as it could. 53 scrolls down, plus the 48, so about 100 scrolls in. So, like I said, the average for a natural 5-star is about 200 scrolls. Um, maybe we'll keep up with that. So technically I should get about 17 lightnings, somewhere around there. 20 lightnings. Should get one 5-star monster, hoping for, 3 or 4, but that's just being kind of greedy. I got one 5-star monster that was an awakened 4-star, which does not take the place of a 5-star monster. For those of you that didn't know that, and it's the same thing with an awakened 3-star. It does not take over the spot of a 4-star summon. Back before even I started playing the game, I know that you could actually get awakened 2-star monsters out of your mystical scroll summons, and that was a fairly painful pill to swallow, given you could get them out of your unknown scrolls quite easily. And since 2-star monsters are quite easy to evolve, it was a very painful pill to swallow for a lot of people that were summoning. All right, more skill ups. I will take more skill ups. I'm okay with that. I'm trying to get my Ajir kind of RTA ready. Getting some awakened 4-stars, which I can use as food, depending on what they are. With where my account is currently, I will probably be. I do feed a lot of 3-stars. I don't have a lot of 3-star monsters that need skill ups anymore. Unless I do end up with, say, like a Dark Martial Cat, I might end up building that as a second Awaken. If I do get a Dark Martial Cat for my Light Dark Scrolls. And I think I've got 8 Light Dark summons. So that's a possibility. Still looking for my first Basalt. Where are we sitting at here? Oh, Ravidi. got a recent buff, well, a few months ago. Still, I don't think anything noteworthy for me to build. Um, I think the big thing for me now is just kind of looking for arena monsters, skill ups probably, and then just kind of those pretty units that you want to see. Things with wings. Wings are always pretty. Oh man. That lightning rate drops off again. Comes back slightly for a Jeer skill up. I can't really complain. I did say I want skill ups. I've gotten 3 Barbaric King skill ups now. Some Boomerang skill ups, can always use those. I think what I've done in the past is I've actually, after we did our summon sessions and I didn't get anything, I would blow a few extra crystals and trying to get something noteworthy. And I think the last monster I pulled was a Samath. So I am, not too bad in the summon sessions. Just in the videos, I am now 3 um, monsters behind Poseidon. All right. So I'll feed these, and I should be right back to keep going with these summons. All right, we're back. Maybe. There we go. All right. 81 more mystical scrolls. Then we start tinkering around with some of the other stuff we've got here. Wind Taoist. Once again, another good unit for TOA. Does have an attack bar decrease. Dublies has a slow. Julie, Water Puree. Great counter to Leica, the Fire Dragon Knight, which I have 0 Dragon Knights on this account, so if one of them happened to fall, I think I'd be okay with that. Another Scion, this time not awakened. So surprisingly, you can find a more useless way to have that monster. In my opinion, as usual, if you can find a place where the monster works for you, then it might be worth building. There's kind of the meta units that everybody's really focused on, um, but you're not always going to get the best units. So sometimes you, especially as a beginner, sometimes you got to take that time to read through the skills, see where you can use them. Um, the good thing about that uh, Water Joker is that he does self-revive with immunity and invincibility. I don't know what the cooldown is on it, but I know it can be a useful skill depending on what you're using it for. All right, Emma, Hall of Heroes last month or two ago. So now we're coming up to 220, 230 scrolls summoned. So we're leaning into that possible Nat 5 area. Chloe, like I said, in Poseidon's case, it's a great monster, especially for beginner units. Put it on some speed, and she just guards the crap out of your team. Oh man, this is quite painful. Well, Morris, good reviver, kind of an RNG based monster. Um, I know there's a lot of people that do enjoy the RNG basedness of some of the monsters in the game. Okay, so that's what, 250, 260, 270 scrolls with nothing that we were looking for. So let's hit these LDs. Of course, these are full. All right, once again, load all of this food up into the box here, and then we should be back to do some light darks. And we should actually, this should be the last time we have to dump anything in here. So we'll be back, and we should be able to finish off this summon session. All right, Knights, we are back. Let's hopefully get something noteworthy here for the last bit of my summons here. So let's do the light darks. Like I said with Poseidon's video, 1 in 17 is the average. Oh, sweet, Martial Cat. At least I can build a second awakened Miho. 1 in 17 for lightning. I have in the past been quite lucky with light dark scrolls. Um, Mind you, the way that it's going today, I'm not really going to be holding my breath too much for this, but we'll see what we can get here. Lizard Man, maybe even a Basalt? Nope. All right. Let's check out 3 legendaries, and then we'll hit up those summoning stones. Well, shit. So that is my second Pungbeck. So I probably will use him as food for some aging crystals, but it is an F5. So I will take the Nat5, even though it is a bit of a dupe. I can use skill ups for my Triana, so that's another good pull for me. One last legendary. Alright, skill ups for a Galleon. I don't know if my Galleon needs any more skill ups, but alright, here we go. 53 summons, and we can once again Triana skill ups, and definitely that Varad. Alright, well I'll just take Varad on the first pull, and alright, well that's not gonna work. Alright, Gildong, not the Varad I was looking for. Still not a bad monster. Really good for World Boss. If you're looking to build anything for World Boss, water monsters with high runes and stuff like that. So Triana skill ups, I'm okay with those. More lightnings is better here. There's a lot of the 4-stars that I can use for some skill ups. Just 0 luck for old TorchHealer. Come on. Come on. All right, yeah, a lot of people have said in the past that the rates for summon stones are not equal to, say, your mystical scrolls. Com2uS has claimed otherwise, and they do put their rates in the game, as you can see down in the bottom corner here. But you always feel like you work so hard to get some summoning stones, and they rarely ever pay off. They it's kind of weird. So my first Pungbeck that I got, as well as my Chiwu. So I have all 3 pioneers for the natural elements. I got 2 of them out of summoning stones while I was trying to get Varad. And since Wusa is a water unit, you can't get him when Varad's in the summon rotation. So, oh no, 10 more. 1 more lightning, something useful, either a skill up or I don't know, something like a Varad maybe. And we'll call it a successful day. All right, another skill up. All right, that's what I asked for. 2 more. Last one, Varad. Oh, well, I can't really complain. This is a new Nat 5 for me. I am now the proud owner of an Odin, and yeah, I think I'll take that. So I am slowly catching up to Poseidon in the Nat 5 things. I do believe he is now at 3. I am at 2, even though one's a dupe, but I will take it. Well, Knights, I do believe I got a bit of work ahead of me building this guy. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, keep those shields up. We will see you next time. Well, Knights, you made it all the way to the end. You know what that means. You've won the chance to watch another one of our videos, or perhaps even subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment, and we'll see you next time.